Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Today is our lab 4 of micro and embedded systems, in which we have to interface the LCD and keypad with using the Arduino. Here I have defined the all the LCD library, in which I have declared the command on function to operate the LCD, then data write the on the LCDs and the enable function. After this I have the function named use LCD command, in which I have called the command on function and then off enable of the functions to on and off the LCD. Then I have the LCD initialization, in which I have called the LCD command function, then LCD command clear screen display cursor blinking and cursor to beginning, in which our LCD begins to operate. Then I have the LCD data function, in which I have called the data on function and enable off function. This functions actually do the data on the LCD, represent the data on the LCD. After this I have the LCD string function, means whatever I am going to write on the code or through the keypad, this is going to display on the LCD using the LCD string function. After this I have the LCD shift right and shift left function, in which I am going to shift right or shift left our data which is written on the LCD using these two functions, shift left and shift right, in which I have called the LCD command functions and shift operator. After this I have the main function, in which I am going to write the LCD string, the roll numbers of my 191057 and my group members, and then I'm going to shift left or shift right this string. Our string is 190973, 191051, 191057. So this is our LCD interfacing with the Arduino. Then I'm going to build this function. You see that build succeeded. Now I'm going to upload the hex file of this program on the Proteus simulation. Now I'm going to show you the Proteus simulation. Here I'm going to upload the hex file of this program. The hex file is uploaded, and now I'm going to simulate this. You see that LCD string and 1909, all the string appears in the end. Now it is going to shift left. After this it is will become shift right. So this is our task of LCD interfacing with the microcontroller. So this is our task 1 of lab 4 microcontrollers. Now our next task is to make a calculator by interfacing the hex keypad with the LCD. For this I have read the code, and here you see that I have include the library of keypad.h and lcd.h that I have already made. After this I am going to make the calculator code. For this I have used the variables temp num1 sign num2 and result. Then I have declared the pins of 22 to temporary number 1 sign and number 2. After this I have is number. After this, if q is less than 0 and or q equals to 77, then return 1, and if q equals to 88 or q equals to 77, return 0. After this I have the main code, in which I have used the port D as an output and port E as an output. After this I am going to while condition, in which test equals to 0. If test equals to, then num1 through key and test equals to is number, and if num1 equals to 77, then I am going to implement this function ita, in which num1 a1 and 10 are the variables. And similarly, for getting the operator, I have used the while if else conditions for if sign equals to 77, break sign 44, and divide multiply for 55 equals to 66, then minus, and else plus. After this I am going to take the second operator for my calculator. For this second calculator is going to store on the num2 variable, and then test condition, and if conditions if num2 is equal to 77, then ita function calls, and then getting validation, and which finally the result will appear on the num1 plus num2, num1 minus num2, and num3. This is validation condition. If temp equals to 77, then num44, then divide. If sign equals to 55, then multiply. If sign equals to 66, then minus, and else plus. And after this I am going to finally getting the output my result. Now I am going to show you the Proteus simulation of this task. Here I have made the Proteus file. Here you see that LCD is connected and keypad is interfaced with it using the Arduino 256. Now I'm going to upload the X file for this. I have uploaded the first file. Now I'm going to simulate this. Now you see that the LCD is on. Now I'm going to give the first operator, then the operand minus, and then 5. Now I am going to simulate this again. Here is going to first operator, then plus, and then the second operator 5, and the result is 6. Now you see that I have made the calculator using the hex keypad and LCD interfacing.